The Clippers 4-0 on this homestand, trying to make it 5-0. And Memphis wins the opening.
And it's a lot of white shirts.
Adams going to work. Baisley spots up and drills the straightaway three right down the pipe. Ideas of getting it up the floor. Instead, the Thunder will run the offense from the half court. As SGA got inside and the nifty finish as he uses all of his athleticism. Well, he has just been so good. Obviously in the offensive scoring category with the back-to-back 32 is Jackson, the nice move and the finish with the left hand. So the Thunder defense standing tall here in the early part. How about the Euro step inside and just another athletic play from Steven Adams, and it become a common occurrence.
He pulled out the Kiwi step. Very good at that.
Valanciunas answers. We're really not on display over the last couple of years. Now Adams watches it go down. He gave it an extra second of a stare. Noel's going to come up to set that screen for SGA. Paul, boy, had a step, got it back outside, and three splashes home. It's been outstanding the last two. Valanciunas using that big body, and Jackson came out of no bite about having to wall off those big frontline players for the Grizzlies.
Well, that's coming off a missed shot where you had help coming down to CP, hits a mid-range shot.
Kyle Anderson, the big slow, is in the game. Jackson, boy, he's not afraid to take that shot.
Well, they're doing a good job of busting up those pocket passes of the Grizzlies.
Oh, the burst there from SGA. Can't slow that step down. As SGA, Schroeder had it poked away from behind. Melton leaks out, and the two-handed stuff.
Just seeing him continue to add to his game, expand, not be a one-dimensional scorer.
Well, that's what this coaching staff continues to try to implore on this. I'd say 6 minutes or so. SGA knocks it free, but it goes into the arms of Jackson, who scores down low. The burst, Schroeder, and the block by Jackson. Here comes Clark, and that's the finish that we saw so often. And SGA's floater is off the mark.
But a lot of contact. Jaren Jackson Jr. ran right through him. The Grizzlies knocked down the three. Run there. The shot looks a little bit off as well.
Well, the Thunder don't box out, and there is Melton taking advantage. Maybe the offense goes into a lull, but the defense has to stand tall to try to keep the Thunder in, and Valanciunas again muscles his way up on Adam. The Thunder offense off guard, or is it just missing shots?
Well, you just missing shots. You're getting open shots. You just got to knock them down.
Schroeder sets it up, and Adams scores.
He's forcing the decision to try to figure out what they want to do, and just like that, you want a modest 4-0 run.
Is pick up the pace. One way or another, that always seems to get the offense going. As Grayson Allen, Valanciunas was off balance.
I'll tell you, this was not blowing the whistles right now, and you know that. Durant gets all the way to the basket.
Nifty pass from Paul to get it back out to the perimeter. Has to make a move here. Matched up on the much taller Brooks, and he got it to go as the shot clock was expiring.
Only got 1 second here.
Plenty of time for a catch and shoot. Nader got it off and scores the three.
And sometimes that's all you need to jumpstart your offense. A play like that.
Nice action there. Solomon Hill down to Valanciunas with an authoritative slam inside. By the way, the Thunder just try to see some shots starting to drop as Schroeder makes it 2 in a row.
The more effective he becomes as a scorer.
Oh, look at SGA running miles dribbling the basketball. Doesn't tire him out at all. And a 17-footer plops in.
Things can be more improvised. Those types of plays, particularly with 1 second left, have to be quick.
Speaking of quick, Nerlens Noel with those quick hands creates the turnover and throws it down on the other end.
And we talked about the defense pairing with the offense. Now this good balance here. That's a tough shot by Grayson Allen against a smaller player as well as a player his size.
Now plays defense that time on Jackson straight up, but a better finish from the offensive player. And it's Clark. As he squirts out free. Jones floats it in. Schroeder had 2 screens to the side from and trying to fire it back over to Noel. Now Jones again leaks out, and another finish in transition. 30 games, Thunder over 500 for the very first time. But it's 8 consecutive points for the Grizzlies, and that slows down thanks to another critical three. Under 10 on the timer. Adams. Excellent finish.
Neither team is making an oil painting of a game from distance.
Paul trying to answer back and does as he swishes one home from the outside. 5-point game. Shot clock is off. Schroeder sets, fires, and hits the three.
It's a low post swing, courtesy of Mr. Adams.
Oh, what a blow by Morant as he is just exploding to the rim.
His numbers stay there.
Paul had nothing but options there. Decided to take the shot. Offensive rebound. And Adams flushes it home on the reverse. Well, he's 6'11". He can play inside, outside. And Adams got that pinball bounce. Just call it the shooter's touch at this point.
Yeah, we're starting to say that now. Soft touch for Mr. Adams.
Morant and Valanciunas. So Morant, who had a very good game 8 days ago, sets up Jackson for that really. And again, with the shot clock down to 5, what a pass! And CP slung it over to Adams, and another punch home. Jackson being pestered by Paul, who ultimately forces the turnover. And now SGA takes it himself, and the left-handed finish inside. You know, how do you overcome that? You get such a large percentage of your offense from the free throw line, but that time, Brooks gave it back to Jackson. Got it back and scores inside. High number for the Thunder, Mike. Team that really hasn't relied on that shot a ton as Melton works his way inside. Did Dikembe Mutombo got you?
No, not him at all.
Schroeder had to give it up midair, and Paul on the baseline knocks down the 13-footer.
A real rush here. Plenty of time to go here in this third quarter. And we got another quarter left.
And Clark drills another three.
Cash in those chips now.
Up, Schroeder lost it on the way up. Paul tried to step into the passing lane, couldn't consolidate the steal. There's a transition three, and it goes down.
That hurts. That kind of hurts.
Another block for Nerlens Noel. All matched up on the rookie. Schroeder watched the three and got the three. I think here if the Thunder can get closer for the final 80 seconds, it would go a long ways into getting into the fourth quarter. But Anderson,
we definitely have something going to the basket. That's a good look there.
Schroeder gets it off and scores at the buzzer.
On the Grizzlies, on the defensive end.
Schroeder trying to go step for step with Morant, who has that nice touch. Anderson, another floater. Nope, got his own miss. Valanciunas with a body on him.
The Grizzlies are getting their shots, and they're falling.
Nader left Valanciunas, who then was able to get some momentum going right at Adams, and he scores down low.
And you just have to string together a couple of good stops. Keep your offense in gas, in gear. Keep the gas in the tank. That's a modest 4-0 run.
SGA looking for some space. There's that English that Billy Donovan talks about a lot. Using the offhand, the left hand. We got to slow down Morant in transition, and boy, that did not take long. Listen, streaks in for that offensive rebound. Paul looking for the screen, got it from Adams, and he scores with that floating shot.
Stringing together those stops. Cut into that deficit.
Brooks left open. Adams came down to help out down low, and Brooks takes advantage. Adams trying to facilitate this offense. Ferguson, that's good from three.
Why not pressure him?
Jones just cannot shed Schroeder. Here is Jackson trying to make his move. Left hand, and he banked it in with under 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Morant quickly gets it across the timeline. Thunder have gotten the defensive stops up until that dunk from Valanciunas for this game and this homestand. As the Thunder have the 4-game winning streak snapped, falling here to the Memphis Grizzlies 110.